Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our 2013 California Wrestling Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Cliff Jarmie. His presenter is Mr. Rick Anaya. Cliff attended Foothill High School, where he was the first four-time varsity letterman. He then attended Santa Clara University, UCLA, and CSU Fullerton. He placed fifth in the Junior Nationals Freestyle Wrestling Tournament while at Santa Clara. While in college, Cliff started coaching high school wrestling at Santa Clara, Van Nuys, and Foothill High Schools. He started a youth program at the Tustin Boys Club. Since then, he has been coaching wrestling for 40 years. After finishing his degrees in math and economics in 1979, he became the assistant wrestling coach at Laguna Hills High School under head coach Del Schwartz. In 1984, Cliff took over as head wrestling coach, building the team into an Orange County powerhouse, winning 25 consecutive league championships, 9 CIF Southern Section Division championships, 3 CIF Southern Section dual meet championships. His teams have also been CIF Division or dual meet runner-ups 8 times. His varsity dual match record as head coach is 446 wins and 74 defeats. His teams have won 103 varsity tournaments. Cliff has coached 202 league champions, 31 CIF champions, and 50 state qualifiers and medalists. He also coached the Laguna Hills High School girls softball team to a CIF championship in 1987, and the Laguna Hills High School boys swimming team to a CIF championship in 1990. Cliff was named Orange County Wrestling Coach of the Year 6 times and League Coach of the Year 25 times. His teams have been selected the Orange County Team of the Year in 2002, 2004, 2007, 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the list just keeps going on. Cliff also founded the Hawkeye Wrestling Club for Youth in 1995, serving as one of the directors and coaches since then. The club has produced freestyle, Greco-Roman, and folk style champions on a state and national level. Cliff has served as president of the Orange County Wrestling Coaches Association for 12 years, helping to organize the county's annual All-Star Match, Awards Banquet, Summer Wrestling League, and Orange County Hall of Fame. He serves as a member of the CIF Advisory Board for Wrestling. Most recently, Cliff was inducted into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame California chapter in 2010 as a Lifetime Service Award recipient. In that same year, Cliff was also named the NWCA California Coach of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, inducted into the 2013 California Wrestling Hall of Fame, Mr. Cliff Jarmie.
Joe's laughing at me because he texted me before this afternoon and said, I brought the tomatoes, don't bore us, or we're going to get you. I love banquets like this. The camaraderie and the brotherhood of wrestlers is just not something you see in any other sport. It's just awesome. And Dan Henderson, wherever you are, okay, I do want a picture with you also because my credibility at school is going to go way up. Okay, when I can post that picture in my classroom, so don't you leave. You know, to get to an award like this, you know, there are lots of people that you should thank. My wife, Cindy, had absolutely no idea what she was getting into 30 years ago when we got married. It's like the comment about the wrestling widow. I think there's a lot of women that out there that know what we're talking about here. And even the times when you're home, but you're not home, you know, you're in that grumpy, you know, wrestling kind of state of mind, you know. And my kids grew up on, my son Scott and Steve and my daughter Kelly kind of grew up on a wrestling mat. Made for some interesting situations. I tell you what, Jordan Burroughs has nothing on my daughter's blast double. I had to tell her to lay off the poor the 9th grade. When she was in 8th grade, I had to tell her to let the 9th grade El Toro wrestler that she had a crush on, you know, let him win once in a while, okay, if you want the kid to like you. My son, Scott, And Steve, it was great to watch them grow and wrestle in the sport. They were both very successful, and it was really a lot of fun. But even better so is we got to coach together. And it was, I'd walk through the room, and my boys would be coaching, and it was eerie because the things that they were saying. I mean, even those old, worn-out jokes that they had heard from me, they were relaying to their kids that they were coaching. My entire family made a lot of sacrifices so I can coach, and I really do appreciate that, and I'm grateful for that. There's obviously been a lot of people behind the scenes. I've had great assistant coaches, many of whom are down here right now. I learned a lot from a lot of very good people. I met Joe after the '84 Olympics. It was a good time for me, not so much for him in that situation, but I learned so much from Joe and tweaked some of the things because not everybody can do what Joe does, but and made it into a system for our high school kids that's been very successful. I've had great principals, 3 of which are here tonight. One of my favorite memories about Wayne McCallion, I had to go out of state for a funeral, and I walked into Wayne's office and I said, "Wayne, you're coaching." And he went over to Elisa, and I've never seen the guy so excited. I think in his 10-year career at Laguna Hills High School, I think that might have been one of the highlights. They went and won 55-8, and he kind of pumped his chest out like this for a couple of weeks afterwards. Ed Adams, Ed's here tonight, and yes, Ed, we're still wearing those black uniforms. You guys won't get that one, but I've been called on the carpet for wrong color uniforms a few times. And poor Sean's got the brunt of it here, with this age of, cutbacks and ACLU lawsuits and all kinds of things going on. I mean, I've walked into his office every year for the past 5 years and thrown my keys down and said, I quit, because it's just been, it's been difficult at times. But I've had lots of great kids to work with. Each group has had its own unique personality. And it's been a great time, and I'm one of those very lucky individuals that can say that I'm excited to get up and go to work each day. I don't even say I go to work; I go to school each day. My college career was cut short by one of our members here tonight. Who used to Mark Black at UCLA. You can see all the UCLA alumni and so on that were here. I didn't quite fit into that same level as them. I know Mark used to beat me up on a daily basis, and so my college career kind of got cut short. I was trying to do degrees in math and economics at the same time and getting beat up by Mark every time, but payback is tough, Mark, right? Okay, his team record against my teams is about the same as my individual record was against him. Payback, buddy. I was lucky to land a job at Laguna Hills High School, teaching math, coaching wrestling, and I was really fortunate to be able to assist under Del Schwartz. I learned more, and I got thrown into the mix real quickly. I mean, the first year I'm there, it's okay, we're running 5 different tournaments, and you need to learn how to do this, and you're learning on the fly, but I'll tell you what, I learned more about coaching wrestling in those 4 years and how to build a program, and I think that's maybe what my career has been about, is building a program. From Dell in those 4 years, it was the best place you could possibly be for a young coach. And here we are 30 years later, and I've been at the same school for 34 years, loved every minute of it. I feel truly lucky to get up and go to work every day and do something that I've loved every minute of. I want to thank the California Wrestling Hall of Fame. Joe, thanks for No Tomatoes, and thank you. It's quite an honor. Thank you.